All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kokodash. All praises unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahushai, in the name of the Spirit Holy. Giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone who well, and peace and salutation to the election, starting with 144,000 prophets and the rest of the remnant of the election of the 1/3 of believers, men, women, and children who are Israelites who will believe in this word and be delivered. 2/3 will be cut off here and have harsher judgment, including deletion and the coming destruction of Babylon the Great America. Alright, and we're in the last days, of course, and this being 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob trouble. Remember to keep that in mind. So Shemai Mappin is a mapper from the Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia, coming with a wee lesson, current event again, off of Zero Hedge. As it says, this is unjust. Female boxer quits Olympic match, melts down in tears after biological male brutalizes her in 46 seconds. Feminists are once again silent after a female boxer was destroyed in 46 seconds by a biological male in an Olympic matchup. After just 46 seconds, the massive shots to the heat, Italy's Angela Carini threw her helmet onto the mat and abandoned the bout against Algerian boxer Ayman Khalif, shouting, "This is unjust." Fair use warning out on any of this. You have it that Angela Carini is in the blue, and in the red is Ayman Khalif, which was a biological male. Now, you have it.
Solid straight right hands from Khalifa.
That's it. And that's what you see. That you see the look on her face. Like, man, I'm not gonna win. A couple punches in the head and it's all over. Let's click this one. Bam. Bam. Wow. And you have that, and she's fuming. The fight only lasted just 46 seconds. Damn. Everybody think about that strike. So it says that the IOC allowed this male boxer to fight, it says a male boxer to fight a woman. He won. Fight abandoned after 46 seconds. And you can see him out of Algeria. I'm not sure if the particular individual identifies as a woman but was born a biological male for this fight. I'm used to suffering. I've never taken a punch like that. It's impossible to continue. I'm nobody to say it's illegal, she said after the match. This is a power punch to the heat that finished the match, which we already saw. And look, she looked very, very, very upset, emotional. I've never been that hard in my life. The IOC, let me see who the IOC is. IOC Olympics, which is the International Olympic Committee, and they put out, and this is the top article. Two female boxers meet in Paris Olympics rules after gender test issue. Let me read this. At World Championships. So it says the IOC, or the International Olympic Committee, run database of 10,700 athletes competing in Paris detailed both boxers' experiences at the 2023 Worlds. Two female boxers at the Paris Olympics were disqualified at the 2023 World Championships after being judged, to have failed gender eligibility tests, have complied with all rules to fight at the games, the International Olympic Committee said on Monday. All right, so this particular committee is ruling this. I'm gonna look into this. Why was Ayman Khelif allowed to compete at the Olympics? And you have it, right? 46-second victory in the first round of the women's welterweight boxing competition has cast new focus on gender eligibility. So now they have, like I said, a certain criteria for the gender eligibility that's run by the International Olympic Committee at the Olympics and across the world of sport. Algerian Ayman Khelif needed less than a minute to win her opening bout in Paris after her opponent, Italy's Angela Carin, withdrew from the fight. Khelif is not a transgender athlete, so no, not considered transgender. Now I want to see into the reasoning. She was born as a female but has a disorder of sex development, DSD, which may give her XY chromosome and testosterone levels similar to a male athlete. So this is what they're saying. She's not actually transgender. So basically they're just saying this woman has, things similar to a male, but that's what we're hearing. Okay. Contrary to some claims online, and this is what this is off of this site. Contrary to claims online, Khelif has not undergone any procedure, and her Algeria issued passport lists her gender as a female. The Olympian Organizing Committee have confirmed that her eligibility is not a transgender issue. So Esau in the science is telling you that the particular individual was born a female, and despite the fact having various hormones and XY chromosomes, all right, that are similar to a male, they're saying that she's still in fact a female. Okay. Scripturally is basic, you have it, it's clear, but like I say, I don't know. They're publishing that, and this is science, okay, which science is pseudoscience, but this is what he's publishing and saying. I don't know. I wasn't there at her birth, as it's saying, or they're saying. You have Genesis 5:1. This is the book of the generations of Adam, and the day that Elohim, or the powers, right, Yahushua and the angels created man, all right, in the likeness of God made he him, male and female, he created them, okay? And blessed them and called their name, being the Adamites, being plural, okay? Which is go back from the ground in the day when they were created, all right? That's plain, okay? Now, I don't know of what, if genitalia one person have had, born as with or not, but apparently they're saying that there's a disorder of sex development, okay? So they're saying it's not like she was born as a a male and then transitioned over, went across and gender, so that's it. But hey, that's just what it is. But this is everything under Esau, Edom, all right, and the rulership and other nations are mad and such, okay, because basically they're saying sports wise with competing, they're saying, well, I guess maybe possibly her being the Italian woman could possibly contest, well, does her having that amount of testosterone, then does that, in certain chromosomes or such, that makes her should be competing with males, because there's a clear difference between biblically as we're speaking, in this analysis, male and female, and as we say, as the scriptures describe the woman, or states. Oh, sorry, let me get it. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, meaning the women, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Pardon me. And when you go into the word for weaker, you have the word being feeble, without strength, okay, more feeble, okay, lacking of physical strength, especially as a result of age or illness. They got there. We can go deep it back more. Lacking strength or vigor. Weak or like the scriptures describe the woman also to be modest, It also means, it's from the French faible, from faiblesse, lamentable. Literally, that is to be wept over. Weep and cry, shed tears. And as you can see, she shed tears. Okay? Now, I'm not sure if this particular individual, I don't know. Cries probably when anybody can shed tears, but you have it, women are more emotional, where a man could be more stoic and suck things up, okay? But you got some tough women out there that want to be tough in these days, but we do know things are turned upside down in this present world, as it tells you in Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 29 and 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work of him say, of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say, of him that framed it, he hath no understanding? And you have things that are turned upside down. People title themselves, prescribe themselves to be something else. You know, they be their truth. Be who you want to be. You know, it's all this liberation, you know, feminism and such. And hey, look what's going on. In a world that they do place women in a high position when they competing against, as you say, with the strength, a woman with, as they're telling you, and the strength of man, she quit. Okay. So that speaks a lot. So now, what I will bring out also, speak it. I think I'm gonna go to Daniel's and basically close it out. And I could go into a lot of different precepts and such, but it doesn't really require too much, you know, because it's pretty, you know, plain of what's going on. And the scriptures do talk about the nations being mad by the different philosophies. All right. That's Jeremiah chapter 51 and 7 through 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand. That's a Babylon America, which, as we do know, you know, the Edomites that run America run the Olympics too, as they ran the Olympics in Roman Empire. This is New Rome. It's not but bread and circuses all over again. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, the Most High hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? And the nations are mad, raging. You know, they're acting as a making to a field on the ball, or act madly. Okay? And that Italian woman, which, you know, she, as you know, she's upset. She's saying it's unfair. All right? Because they're competing, but I guess they're saying is that a man has a advantage over a woman. Okay? So that's what we're dealing with. Now I'm keeping, of course, everything pretty, you know, straight, but y'all can read between the lines. Okay? I'm gonna get this great things against in Daniel's. I think this should be, you know, and with this you know, this other, what, the little horn, you know, this thing, you know, with America, they have went against the Lord. Let me see that real quick, and that's Daniel chapter 7 and 8. And I considered the horn, and behold, there came up them among them another little horn, talking about America. All right, which, you know, you have this with the Roman Empire. Okay, which this is the new Roman Empire. You know. With the various European vassals coming back through the European economic community. All right. And with the Treaty of Rome, they're coming back into power again, and they're doing the same things, you know, and worse. Before whom that were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And you go into the history with the Spanish, the French, and the British. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. And this is part of that. With that shaquar, which is a false or deception, falsehood. Science, knowledge, false knowledge, pseudoscience. Okay, because with it they can say this and say that, and define things in the way they say, and they critique things, but going outside of the parameters of how the Lord set things and how the Lord framed things and such. Okay? Because remember, he sitteth in the seat saying he's the Most High. This is Ezekiel chapter 28 and 1. The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus said the Lord Yahweh. This is unto America we're talking about, which Esau rules America, and this kingdom is ruled by Esau Edom, who says himself to be weak, being impure, but isn't he? Because thine heart, meaning his mind, is lifted up, he's proud, and thou hast said, I am power, I am God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the yum or seas, yum. Yet thou art man and not a God, though thou set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. Okay? And he does. And this is a way. So, you have it changing of kind, wisdom of Solomon, different precepts I could go into, but I'm leaving it just like that. Somebody just quit because they got punched in the face like a man. They felt the power of a man competing in a competition that's labeled as a woman's welterweight boxing competition, but with a woman, that a person was born, as they say, as a woman with disorder of sex development, but have the strength, basically, as they say, testosterone levels and XY chromosomes similar to a male athlete. So, hey, I don't know. I'm not down there. I don't even know if it's A or underdeveloped IA, but that's just what I'm gonna do. And because we know, the confusion of Babylon the Great too. All right, so. And then they publish things on their own too. So that's just it. That's what's going down in Paris in 2024. Why Ayman Khalif is allowed to compete at the Olympics. And, perhaps we'll hear the sentiment of this particular Italian who quit, woman too, that quit because she felt the strength of a man. As we going into, it says she has a hyperandrogenism. And you know how Esau lifts up Baphomet, that idol that has both male and female characteristics. Hyperandrogenism, a condition which features higher level unusual of androgens, male hormones. However, earlier this year, the IBA president Omar Kremlin told Russia news agency TASS that the DNA test proved that they had XY chromosomes and were thus excluded from the sports events. Okay? So, as it's going into it, it seems like there's there's something going on. The IBA, what's that? The IBA, maybe like International Boxing Association. I'm not sure. Brother should know. Told the Guardian that it made the decision following comprehensive review and was intended to uphold fairness and integrity of the competition. But apparently, somebody from Italy didn't feel that was fair. That said, the IOC, which embroiled in its own Chinese doping scandal, banned the IBA from running the Olympic boxing tournament in Paris due to long-running issues with governance controlling, because they said they're from Russian, meaning that the IOC boxing unit which had lax entry requirements is running the show. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that Algerian says that the IBA decision to disqualify Khalif hours before the 2023 World Champions in New Delhi, India, was a conspiracy or breathing together to deny them a medal. All right, so look up into this. Men, as what's being put up, somebody just put up Elon Musk saying, which he go back to Edom, absolutely, and he's agreeing with what Riley Gaines says, which is she's saying men, quote, men don't belong in women's sports. And she stands with Angela Carini. Let's get this trending. So, you know, you got a lot of different opposition going on. You know, the satire is now reality. Somebody just taking a beating. All right, and that's it. People who support this are calling the people who don't weird. All right? So, that's it. So, hey, shalom to the elect.